steady.
Okay. I'm Stephanie Pistello with the Alliance for Appalachia and Appalachian Voices.
Can you say a little bit about what's being done?
Okay.
What's being done to address the concerns of miners who may be losing their jobs if you get rid of they fear that if you get rid of mountaintop removal mining, they'll lose their jobs. What's being done to address those concerns?
Well, one project in particular that's very exciting is called the Jobs Project, which is based in Mingo County, West Virginia. And they have actually started outreach with miners who are working on the mountaintop removal sites to begin to let them know about the jobs that they're looking to have put in place for the transition. Looking at the construction of a new biomass facility, which would give 15 to 20 direct jobs immediately. Looking at, there's some studies being done to look at how some of the heavy machinery operations could be shifted to other projects, road construction projects, restoration projects, things like that. So we are looking at providing jobs, alternative jobs, immediately to these employees because, quite frankly, and as a person whose bones are in Appalachia, I was born and raised in Appalachia in the coal fields. My papa was a miner. I think it's a real shame that the people in Appalachia are told the only job option they have right now is to blow up everything around them and destroy any kind of future for their children to have here where their people came from. So really exciting things happening to give them another option.
What do you think of the idea of, thank you, what do you think of the idea of the two sides talking to each other? Maybe it doesn't look like it's going to happen today, but is there any way that you can use your connections with government to set up some type of way that there could be a dialogue between these two sides and something worked out?
Actually, again, with the Jobs Project in Mingo County, the coordinator, program coordinator and director of that is already reaching out to the miners. There was an Energy Independence Day on June 13th, and several miners were invited, and Eric began talking to them about the jobs that he's trying to bring to them as an alternative. So the dialogue is happening. I don't see any potential for it today, but in smaller circles, one-on-one, it is starting to happen. And hopefully that'll catch fire.
What's the time frame as far as creating some of those jobs? I guess you can have scale back on the mountaintop removal mining, and then, or is this a silly question to ask in the first place? A lot of people here in the crowd say it's not a trade-off. That's just a silly question, that if you stop mountaintop removal mining, you're really not going to kill that many jobs, or any.
Well, it may not be that many jobs, but it is jobs for hundreds of people who live in the coal fields. It is one of the highest paying jobs. One thing we're looking at is having 15. Yes, it's one of the highest paying jobs in the region right now.
So there's a process for scaling that back and then scaling up alternative jobs then. What's the time frame on some of that?
It depends from one project to another. It's hard to say time frame, but I do know with one project in particular, which because of certain where they are in the process, I can't speak candidly about, but we're looking at as soon as August being able to make that transition.
Thank you, Stephanie. Any last word?
Thank you.